Welcome back, it's Louise. Today I wanted to show you a folio that I've made up and just show you through the process, really. It's got a couple of tags on the front with a couple of pockets and a plate. Inside it's got this flap. I'll show you the back. The back's got 2 pockets as well, some tags. Inside has 2 pockets, and this side as well has 2 pockets and another one for more tags. It's in the process of being tested, so I might have to adjust sizes to get it to work, but I just wanted to show you the basics of it, really, and how you would make it up. That's the this is the original size. That's how I made it using this, and I thought that's pretty big, so I decided to shrink it and do 2 to a page. Put this one away. There. Oh, fingers aren't working already. Right, so I've done 2 to a page, which is the cover, the actual folio itself, 1 page of the tags, background, another page of the tags, and 2 pages of the pockets and the label for the front. So what I'm going to do is cut out this background, and I'm just going to glue it onto the folio part, the outer cover. This paper is, I think it's 100 or 120, might be 100 DSM. This one, let's move that out of the way. And so together that would make 200 GSM. Oh, there was little lines on that. I should have scored it first, actually. The little lines there show you where to score it. On the bigger one, on the original one, which is here, slightly bigger. Just shows you where to cut. I'm just going to cut this anyway, so if they wing it. But if you were printing this out, you would print it double-sided, put the backing page, print it on the back, and then you would cut it out, so you would have those markings, so you would know where to cut. Oh, my hands just won't work today. Let's put that in the bin. And this out of the way. Right. So that'll fit right over there. And this is my collal glue again that I'm using. I'm gluing these first to give them time to dry before I have to score. I would have printed them on card and then printed on the back, but I don't have any white card, not A4 that would go in the printer. So, and not everybody has white card anyway. So this is the way it would get done, probably. Right, so that's good. We'll give that time to dry, and we'll back these. I've got some coffee dyed paper for these. So let's just cut the spare paper off. And we'll just glue them onto the coffee dye. You could always print out another backing page or a couple of backing pages, or print out a coffee dyed sheet from somewhere. I think I've got freebies that I've probably got a coffee dyed sheet in them in my coffee shop. Right, so let's just glue this on. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting the whole of the tag glued. As you can tell. Right, that's that one. And the other one. Right, nearly there. Right, we can leave them to dry. This paper's quite thick, so it's good for the tags. It'll stiffen them up quite a bit. Next thing to do, obviously if you printed this on card, all you would need to do is cut it out, and there's lines there to show you the middle. So you have options here. You can cut it out as one and then fold it in the middle. I literally thought about it just when I was thinking about coming on. I thought, I don't know what I could do. So let's just hold on to that. Hold on to that one. What to do with that? Is that the other one? Right, and I've got just random magazine pages because you're not going to see the pockets. Yep. So I just glue them on just to back them. This is what takes the time, is if you don't have any card or anything, is backing all the sheets before you do anything. It's good to show the process, because a lot of people think, oh, they've got card, so they're just going to print out a card. What am I going to do? So what you do is just grab anything and just glue it to it, even book pages, anything. If it's tags, obviously, and you want to see the back, then some plain paper is better. But for this, you can use anything. Just let that dry. This one, let's chop that out. In my Facebook group, which is a Crafty Coven, and my Facebook page, Louise W Designs, I offered this for free for anybody that wanted to test it. I had one taker, so at the moment she's testing it to see what she thinks, see if it's easy enough and if the sizes all match up. So once that's sorted, and if anybody wants to test it, then let me know and they can try it out, because there's multiple ways that you can make this. Because when I made it the first time, I had 2 pieces left over. So I'm sure if I do it this time, it'll be different again. Unless I follow that completely, but I don't have to. Right, so this is hopefully dry enough. I'll cut this out. You could use your trimmer for these, those 3 sides. It's just as easy to do this. And this is where I said I don't like these corners, but this one isn't too bad. It's actually just 3, like 3 half circles. Oops. So that's that bit cut, and we're going to ink. Just takes away all that white space that's there. Inside, because you're going to see the inside. I've done it the right way, but it could easily be anyway. This, because I've made the folio, so this is on the right hand side. You can always cut it off, you don't have to have it. That's just the way the template came. Right, so that's your piece before you've scored it. I'm just judging this, so it's going to be about there. And a bit there. I'm not doing it too hard so I don't score right through. Let's see if this works. If not, I'll have to adjust it. See, that would be too tight for that. If you're putting it inside, it's a bit long. This is why it's getting tested, because there's so many scenarios that you can do. So if we put another little score line to the right of this, and then it's almost like a tiny little spine. Closes over now. So you could use it as a little spine if you wanted to. If you wanted to put some papers in there. But I'll just get rid of that one as much as possible. And use the outer one. I need it. Right, so that's the outer one, whatever way you want it. I mean, you could even use that as an envelope as well. Multiple uses. Right, so we'll go for the pockets first, because right, what I was thinking. Right, so this is going to be a big side pocket. Doesn't have to be, it could be a belly band or pocket, whatever. Just tuck anything you want. So that's the side pocket. It can go in there, or in there, or on the back. Where did I put it on the other one? I put it on that middle one, so it could go anywhere. Makes it hard. I think I'll put it on the back. And it's got a little border. Yep, I think I'll put it on the back. Then we've got all that space to play with inside. Right. Double check that we're round the right way. And then just glue on the 3 sides. Right, and leave your little space, little border. Just make sure you're not hanging off the side. So that's that one. Let's ink these bits. And then they stand out a bit more. Right. So now we've got all this to play with. We've got these two pockets. Cut down that centre line. And depending on how close you cut it, it might be too small, too big. You just adjust it. I think that would be the best thing to do. Right, so you have options. See, that doesn't go all the way up to the top, but what I did was I put it up to the top and then I put my other pocket over it and made it. See, that's too wide for that one, I think. Yeah, that's the wider one. And that's how I tackled the other one. And then that will close over easily. Right, that's those two. We're not gluing them in yet to see if I can work this out. Because what I was thinking, they've already got some paper there. What I was thinking was scoring it or halving it down the middle. And then making it a flip. Could that be a let's see. So it's nice and tight. And then score the ends so they'll, well, I'm upside down. Right, score the ends so that they'll fold nicely. Cut that bit off. So I'm thinking we could mitre the corners, the corners. and then it would be a pocket, flip out pocket. So I'd have to glue this bottom bit. So I would glue the bottom bit shut. You don't have to do this, you could just split them in, add the pockets on normally, stagger them up. I think I'll try the one, see how it goes. So the bottom's glued, so you've got your pocket in there. Let's ink it. Turn my fan up, it's too hot. Right, so let's see if that could hide in there. And then we'll put the top one on there. And the other one down there. And then imagine that is on there, nice. And then we'll could flip it over, and it still leaves space for the. Right, let's do it. Cut that as well. Let's flapping off all over the place. Right, so glue that side, glue the middle so that will stick onto that, and glue this side for the pockets to stick to. Right, so you need to stick it like on the end, right, like that. Not to itself. And then we'll ink this one and stick that down. And I'm just going to glue two sides, the left and the right, so that there's space to go all the way down the whole pocket. So we make it so that we have room for that to close. So that is about there. Not very tidy because I've made a hash of it, because I only thought of it, otherwise I would have done it properly, inked it and all that inside. And that will go on there, and then I'll double check because it's going to close. Yep. Right, so that's glued there and down there. And this one we're going to ink. put there. So this one is going to get glued on the 3 sides. Right. Just line it up. Making sure you've covered the underneath pocket. That's my thing. There it is. This needs a bit of inking because I never inked it before. Just need a hash of that. So that's technically how it will go. You have your back pocket there, the front pocket, and then the flip pocket, which is open. There. Right. You've got that one there and that one there. Right, so that's a difficult way to do it. And these ones, I'm going to do like that. Yeah, I think I've done that on the last one, so I'm just going to cut them out as normal. Faffing about this time. Right, just cut this all the way around, and then we're going to half it in the middle. Right, so that's those two. And these two. And just half that in the middle as well. Just cut out the little notch, unless you've got one that fits exact, but I don't know what the measurement is for that, so I mean, you can always do any size hole in it as long as it covers the white. Right, so we've got 4 pockets to play with. Put this away. So we have options to, you can do something similar, so it's a like that style of pocket, or that style of pocket. I think I'll do that one. I've got space on the back. Oh, we haven't used the back, but one of the pockets could go on the back, and then you've got a spare for the front. So I'm just wiping the sweat off my brow. Right, I'll ink these all together and then saves mucking about. So obviously if you're doing the bigger one, it's going to be the same. You can choose where you want your pockets. There's loads of different variations. You don't have to even use all the pockets. You can use it as a journal cover. Just thicken it up a bit more. I should have glued. I should have inked these. And that way you can see them a bit more. Right, so I was gonna do this. They're about the same size. I mean, if they're not, just just trim them up so they are the same size. Right. Same again, I'm only going to glue down the two sides. And we're going to put it in and make sure that we've got it below the pocket and that we have enough room to close it over. Oh. Do that again. Right. And then the same. This one is 3 corners, 3 ends, 3 edges. Oh my god. I'm tired. I was tired yesterday. And now I'm getting delirious. Right, so we'll stick that on there, match it up with that one on the sides. Right, so far we've got the inside. Like I say, if I had done this properly, I wouldn't have it like that. I'd have it nice and tidy. Right, so that's the inside. And you've got your front. And now it's 2. Oh, I know why, because I've gone over onto the second score instead of the first. And now I've made it too tight. Well, I'll just have to put the flap inside. Maybe that's what I'd done the last time. It's done now. So put that in. We've got the front that we can play with and the back. So I reckon the pink would go nice with the pink. And then on the front that leaves you that one and your label. Right, so let's stick this one on the back. That way we can hide any imperfections. So you've got your pocket in there and your pocket in there. And round the front, you can put a pocket if you want. You can just leave it if you want. But I put it in there and that shows you all the pockets being used. And then we'll cut out this little label that comes with it. You can punch them out. Let's see if it's big enough. Upside down. See? And then you just tidy up if you need to. and then just ink it. And you can put a label wherever you want. You could even put it down there if you wanted. Put it there. And on the other one, I had cheesecloth and like a label that I put on it. So you can do whatever you want there. Right, so this is what we got so far. And all we have to do now is just cut out the tags and then put them in. So I'll just pause this bit for you. I'm back. I've cut them all out, I've inked them, and I've put some sari silk in them. Hopefully it's not too much because I might not even get them closed now. But anyway, so we just have to put them in there and decide what we want for them. That's nice. The little birdhouse, cute. Then taller one, is that the tallest? Tags are a bit thin, so it's bending all over the place. Another one in there. The little ones at the front. Yeah, what size? Look at that one. That one's probably about the right size. And that one. So you've got all those tags in there. And then you've got the back that you can bung a few in. Getting that in that way. Yeah, I reckon you would be taking these off and putting them round that way. Yeah, I think that's a bad idea. All these little bits, because you can't close it properly. But you don't have to put the tag, just the tags in. You could put some coffee dyed paper in, some little journaling cards. I'll leave that one in. That. And then if you want them in, you can just put the tabs on the top. Two in there, and you can put that one in there. if you want. You've got all that spare, right? So that's your front with your tags, and then you've got all your tags in there. We've got the flip pocket. Tags, tags, tags. And like I said, you could even make these tags into journaling cards by just chopping the top off. Let's chop the top off, and then you have some nice little cards. Where did this one come from? The front. So you've got your little bird and a little bird house. And then you've got another two at the back, and in here you've got these two. Oh, it's a bit more fiddly being smaller, but and then this is what was on the bigger one. It was just wrapped round. Like that. And that's your bigger one. Yeah. And then put all your tags in and on the back. So there we have it, the large one and the smaller one. And that's probably made you even more confused than you were before. So thanks for stopping in and watching, if you've watched to the end. And if anybody wants to test it out and see how they got on with it and give me some feedback, then let me know and I can send it over to you. But thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.